Well, hello, hello, hello. We're back with a bit of Blitz action, and it's been a while. Now, I've had a bit of practice. Because I've been at the British Championships. Oh, it's a HillBilly! It's a HillBilly! Ah, that's good to see after my little break for 2 weeks. To get the good old HillBilly attacking, which is my little specialist opening. Oh, he's done the HillBilly declined. He's not gone for the gambit line. Okay, well, we'll try to have a look at this game afterwards. But what on earth is Knight doing? Jumping backwards and forwards is clearly not the way to refute the HillBilly. And now I'm just going to play like a French defence. So I've got my pawns in a very nice structure. And here comes Harry. Let's get Harry the H-pawn rolling up the board. He's just trying to block everything up. Come on. Very boring play. It's like he's done this. It's a very nice little structure though, isn't it? If you look at his pawns, he's made a very nice little triangle of fingers there with his pawns. Okay, enough of that. I don't know why I was thinking that. Clearly not what he's doing. Or she, even. I don't know if it's a he or a she, but probably a he. Anyway, okay, let's on with the game. What am I talking about? Well, it's been a while, so I'm flapping at the moment. And the HillBilly, very interesting opening, so I'm going to have to try to now... I'm trying to crash through on the king side somehow. Not sure how I'm going to arrange that because my opponent has played very sensibly. Got a nice solid formation over there in Caracan style. So what do I do? How do I do this? Well, let's just castle. I'm kind of thinking I need to play the move G4 at some point to break things up. But my opponent's playing so solid. Look at this. All of the pieces are coming over to defend on the king side. Now that means maybe I should play on the queen side, which is where I am, and I've got a nice space advantage here in the HillBilly. And well, let's whip that one off. And now I can always think about taking this knight here, but first of all, let's try to develop all my pieces. So now my knight can either come to G5 or to B3 and C5, one of these two lines. So let's have a look. So it's the first game I played for a while, so it's going to take me a while to get back in the swing of doing these like bits commentary battles, you know. And it's too early for a drink now. It's only midday. Whoa, hello. That's a bit of an aggression from my opponent, trying to swing the queen in. I'm not sure I really believe my opponent's attack. It might be good enough against me. But when you attack, normally you need 3 pieces attacking and some weaknesses against your opponent's king. And to be honest, my king is looking very well defended here with a knight coming to f3. So I think that sacrifice was speculation rather than brilliancy. And I appreciate that. I've done a lot of speculative stuff in my time. And now I just need to cover some squares over here. Get my bishop to G5, plonk it there, and then I can get on attacking on the queen side. So this looks like it should be going well here. And after this game, I'll have a little chat. If you're not so bored, you haven't logged off and gone somewhere else. We'll have a little bit of chat about the streamers tournament coming up, which is going to be brilliant. Really looking forward to that. It's going to be a great tournament. On chess.com, really one of the most exciting things I think they've done ever. Is that fair? They've done a lot of exciting things, so don't be too rude. Also talk about the British Championships. I've had my 2-week break from YouTube stuff, so I'm going to try to get back into the swing of things a little bit, as long as you guys want me to do a little bit more videos. So I'm going to try to get my rating up here. I want to try to break through to the other side, as Mr. Jim Morrison would say, and get to 2,500. I've got a little bit of breaking through to do, and we'll see. Okay, this game looks pretty good. The HillBilly, I'll tell you what, it's a damn good opening. It's a damn good opening. People wanted to see the HillBilly, and they will get the HillBilly. And this opening is very underrated. I seem to have a very good score on here about it. And recently as well, it was shown that Emmanuel Berg, very strong player who wrote some brilliant books on the French defence, has also played the HillBilly in a very important game. He played the HillBilly against Tiger Hill-Persson, a very strong player, another very strong player from Sweden. And in this HillBilly, he won the game. So maybe we're going to see a little bit more in top level chess. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we're going to see the HillBilly fight a bit more? I'm not sure what my opponent's doing here. It's kind of like shuffling pieces about. I think I've got everything covered on the king side, so that's why I'm doing stuff on the queen side. You see, I've tried to make sure none of my opponent's pieces can enter in on the king side. My extra bishop on g5 is a very happy piece. It's a good piece, blocking everything up. It's a nice piece there. So now I'm just going to try to open up some lines on the queen side and eventually break through there, which I've now got an open b file, and I want to try to get my pawn to a6 so my rook can penetrate into b7. So that's one idea. So we're going to do that, and let's do that straight away, shall we? Looking very, very grim for... That's a strange name. Okay, can I get the flag right? Nigeria. Okay. And Effie Dilonyi. Maybe Effie Dilonyi has not met the HillBilly before. Got great surprise value. And I think here it's really game over, isn't it? The opening obviously worked quite well. My opponent, it's weird, my opponent played in a bit of a schizophrenic way. My opponent played very solidly with his pawn formation, which we'll have a quick look at afterwards, and then went completely nuts and sacrificed on g4. So it was kind of like, if you're going to play chess, you should really try to stick with one strategy. If you're going to be a lunatic, just be a lunatic. If you're going to be a solid positional player, be a solid positional player, but try not to mix them up. You know, it's not the best way to go. Not really gonna work. You know, you can be a bit of both at times, but only. Okay, what's my opponent doing here? Wow, I mean, my idea. Let's just stick my idea. Rook to b7, and now we just need to get a check on the c file. Simply rook to c1. And this is very... Oh, can I create some... Oh, I want to create a piece of art here. Can you see my idea? Oh, he stopped it. Oh, come on, resign. My idea was to go queen d8 check. Can I still play... I just want to create a nice checkmate here. Okay, I'm not going to have time. I'm not going to have time to do that. Well, let's have a little look at that game. We won't spend too much because, okay, my opponent was clearly doing badly at some stage. So we got HillBilly in. Good start of a HillBilly after a little break. Love the HillBilly. Oh my God, Lawrence Trent is playing. Okay, I've got to try to get a game against Lawrence in a minute. So the HillBilly is this bishop c4 move, which if you look at some of my previous videos is getting more... I play it all the time in Blitz. Great way of meeting the Caro-Kann. The main idea is to go bishop b3, and after black takes on e4, we do queen to h5, and have a look at some of my games against what's his name, oh God, what's his name? Oh, you'll find him. I can't remember, my brain's gone. But the way my opponent played it now was with knight to f6, which is that HillBilly declined, and now a very sensible way to play against this is just to go e5, because normally in the Caro-Kann black wants to put this knight upon the f5 square. But now it's going to take black a lot of moves to get it there. If my opponent played maybe a more accurate move in knight d7, I would have played d4 anyway. And the idea is to get this pawn formation of e5, d4, c3, b2. Very solid, like an advanced French. But then my bishop can drop back to c2 and has a beautiful diagonal there. So that's the basic idea. My opponent played the knight back to g8. And now after d4 and c3, I should have a nice, solid, good formation here. Very happy position. My opponent goes to this very strange... Look at this pawn structure. I mean, I did actually show you a finger representation of that. Is that even right? Maybe not. Not really sure, actually. Can we do a finger of that? It's like, doing some gang sign there. Well, I'm not in a gang. No. I don't know. That's a very strange formation. You don't often see that. It's like a weird pyramid. So, okay. Yeah, anyway, it's not... I mean, it's a very passive structure. But then my opponent, like I said, after some very sensible moves, my opponent got a very solid position here. And I think it's a bit too passive. My opponent should have broke with c5 to at least get counterplay. You can't just sit there passively when you're playing. You need to come at your opponent and try to like push, you know, get some counterplay. And c5, trying to hit the pawn on d4 is a typical move in these structures and French defense structures. My opponent should have played this at some point. And then we see later on, when I gain space on the queen side as well, my opponent just goes completely doolally and goes bishop takes h4. I mean, sacrifices are sacrifices, but this one doesn't work because I get too many pieces around to defend my king. And really, my remaining dark square bishop is a beautiful piece here. I mean, look at that bishop. That's a beautiful piece. And there was one little trick at the end I was trying to set up, just for a little bit of a nice checkmate. Here I went queen to f6. And my idea here, after something like rook to h8, was to play queen to d8 check and just finish with a little flair. And after queen takes d8, rook takes c6 check, queen c7, and then bang, thank you very much. So not really a sacrifice, but you know, just a little cheeky idea there. Okay, well, again, I'll be back doing more videos. If you guys like that, please like the video. Just realised my board's a little bit wonky there, apologise for that. Hopefully you saw the time during the game. Hopefully I didn't make another mistake, amateur mistake. I mean, it might take me, I'll make sure I get the board nicely lined up in future. Please like the video if you liked it. If you don't, please dislike it, don't care. And please subscribe. And if you don't want to subscribe, then get on your hook and go away. Well, I don't mind, whatever you want to do. So very exciting. I've just come back from the British Championships. I've done a video on that. I'll try to do some more. It was good to play some proper chess again. I feel quite up for chess now. Really looking forward to the streamers competition they've got on chess.com. It's going to be great fun. You could go to chess. Basically, this is all the chess streamers in the world facing off against each other, streaming against each other. So that is going to be a real entertaining battle. So we're all going to be talking about our games at different ends of the spectrum, and I'm really looking forward to that. So anyway, thanks for viewing. I'll try to get back with more videos soon. Cheers for now.